Every dog loves its owner, but a few hidden gestures reveal a love so deep even science can barely explain it. Today, you'll discover 10 secret behaviors dogs show only to the people they truly love and never to anyone else. You've probably seen some of them before, maybe every single day, but you had no idea what your dog was really trying to tell you. So what's the very first sign of that secret bond? Let's start with the most joyful one. They explode with joy every time you walk through the door. You open the door, and before you can even take a breath, your dog rushes in like a storm of happiness, tail whipping, paws jumping, eyes shining as if you'd been gone for years. Have you ever wondered why that joy feels almost too big? It's not just excitement. In their world, that moment means the pack is whole again. When wolves reunite, they greet each other wildly because survival depends on unity. Your dog carries that instinct deep in his chest. And here's the beautiful part. Every time you come home, his brain releases oxytocin, the same love hormone that floods a mother's heart when she hugs her child. That's why he can't control himself. You're not just his owner. You're his heartbeat coming through the door. So next time he dances around your feet, let him. It's his way of saying, you came back. My world is safe again. They choose to sleep right next to you, even when they have their own bed. You turn off the lights, ready to rest, and before you know it, there's that familiar weight pressing gently against your side. He sighs, curls up, and in that quiet moment, he's closer than your own shadow. But have you ever wondered why he does that, even when his bed looks far more comfortable? In the wild, dogs sleep shoulder to shoulder, not just for warmth, but for survival. The closer the pack, the safer the night. When your dog chooses your side over his soft cushion, he's not breaking a rule. He's following a promise written into his bones. Sleeping beside you is how he whispers, I trust you with my dreams. Studies even show that when a dog sleeps near his human, both bodies release oxytocin, that same tender chemical that bonds mother and child. And here's something you might not notice. He often positions himself between you and the door. Even in sleep, he's guarding your world. But what happens when that same dog wakes before you and just stares? The answer to that will surprise you. They look into your eyes as if trying to speak without words. Sometimes you catch your dog staring right at you, silent. Still, eyes deep and steady, as if he's searching your soul. Have you ever paused to wonder what he's trying to say? That gaze isn't random. In the animal world, eye contact can mean challenge or dominance, but in your living room, it means something far more sacred. When your dog looks into your eyes calmly, his brain releases oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds parents to their children. That moment, invisible yet powerful, is love made chemical. He's not studying you. He's syncing with you. Dogs evolved to read our faces the way we read books, learning every wrinkle, every sigh. To him, your eyes are home. So next time he holds that quiet stare, don't look away. Breathe, smile, talk to him softly. You'll feel it, that silent thread tying two hearts together. But what if one day those same eyes bring you a gift instead? Let's see what that means next. Cool. They bring you their favorite toy, not to play, but to share their world. You're sitting quietly when you hear soft footsteps and the faint jingle of a collar. He appears, tail swaying, carrying that old, chewed-up toy, the one he guards like treasure, and drops it at your feet. Why that toy? Why you? It's easy to think he wants to play, but there's something deeper hidden in that simple act. In the wild, wolves share food only with those they trust completely, offering part of their catch to the ones they call family. Your dog has kept that instinct. When he offers you his toy, he's saying, "You are part of my pack. What's mine is yours." It's a small, quiet ritual of loyalty. And sometimes, it's also his way of healing you. Studies show dogs sense human stress and offer gifts to ease it. So when he drops that slobbery ball in your lap, don't brush it away. Take it, smile, and feel what he's really giving, a piece of his heart. But what if that same love turns into protection the moment a stranger walks by? P5. They quietly stand between you and a stranger, ready to protect. You've seen it before. You're out for a walk, and suddenly your dog slows down, body tense, eyes fixed on someone ahead. His tail lowers, his chest lifts, and without a sound, he steps just half a pace in front of you. Have you ever wondered why he does that? He's not being rude or suspicious. He's following an instinct older than civilization itself. To a dog, you are the heart of the pack, and when the unknown appears, he becomes the wall between danger and peace. In that single movement, he says, "If something happens, it will go through me first." Studies show dogs can sense human tension from facial expressions and scent. Your heartbeat becomes his signal. And even when there's no real threat, that small shield of fur and courage is his silent promise. I've got you. But what happens when that protector suddenly rolls over and shows his belly? It's not weakness, it's something far more profound. They roll onto their back, exposing their belly, the ultimate act of trust. There's that moment when your dog flops onto his back, paws curled, eyes soft, belly exposed like an open book. You smile, maybe reach to rub his stomach. But have you ever thought about what that gesture truly means? In the wild, no animal reveals its underside unless it's absolutely safe. That soft belly protects every vital organ. It's life itself. So when your dog shows it to you, he's saying more than "pet me." He's saying, "I surrender my safety because I trust you completely." It's the canine version of laying down armor. Scientists call this behavior a submission of peace, a display that only appears when the bond between dog and human reaches deep emotional stability. Sometimes he might do it quietly. No wagging tail, no play, just stillness. That's not playfulness, that's faith. But have you noticed how that same trust turns into shadowing? How he starts following you everywhere you go, step for step, breath for breath. 7. They follow you from room to room as if your shadow had a heartbeat. You stand up to grab a glass of water, and there he is, rising too, padding softly behind you, eyes fixed like a quiet guardian. You move to another room. He moves too. Even the bathroom door doesn't stop him for long. Have you ever asked yourself why he can't just rest where he is? For him, distance isn't measured in feet, but in safety. In the wild, pack members never drift apart. Separation meant danger. When he follows you, it's not clinginess. It's devotion written in instinct. Your scent, your footsteps, your breathing tell him everything's fine. And when you leave his sight, it feels like the world loses rhythm. So he stays close, always half a step behind, not to bother you, but to keep your heartbeat in range. It's his way of saying, "Where you go, I go." But what about those moments when that love takes a different form, when his tongue becomes his voice? 8. They lick your hands or face. Their way of saying, "Your family." You lean down, and before you can speak, that warm, wet tongue greets you. Quick, gentle, almost like a secret handshake. Some people laugh it off, others wipe it away. But have you ever wondered why dogs do it so tenderly, and only with certain people? To them, licking isn't just affection, it's communication. In the wild, young wolves lick the faces of their elders to show love, respect, and to ask for care. Your dog carries that language still. When he licks your hands, he's tasting your scent, reading your mood, sensing your heartbeat beneath the skin. Scientists have found that this act can calm both dog and human, lowering stress and anxiety on both sides. It's his way of saying, "You're my safe place." So next time he offers that soft kiss, don't pull away. Let him speak in the only language he knows, because sometimes that same devotion deepens when you're at your weakest, when you fall ill. They stay by your side when you're sick, silently keeping watch. You lie in bed, the room heavy with quiet, and somehow he knows. He doesn't bark, doesn't ask to play. He just settles close, pressing his body to yours as if trying to absorb your pain. Have you ever wondered how he senses it? Dogs can smell chemical changes in our breath and sweat, tiny shifts our own senses can't detect. When you're unwell, your scent tells him something's wrong, and instinct pulls him near. But it's not only biology, it's love shaped by thousands of years beside us. He becomes your nurse, your sentinel, your still companion. Studies show dogs lower their owner's blood pressure and anxiety just by resting nearby. That quiet weight against your leg, that's healing with a heartbeat. He stays until you stir, then lifts his head, waiting for a sign that the world is right again. And when it is, That same love turns playful once more, though sometimes play hides a hint of jealousy. 10. They forgive your mistakes faster than you can say, "I'm sorry." You snap at him one day, maybe out of stress, or you step on his paw by accident. He yelps, looks at you with hurt eyes, then, before guilt can even settle, his tail moves. A slow wag, then a full one, and in seconds he's pressing against you again. Have you ever seen forgiveness that pure? Humans hold grudges for days, but dogs live only in the now. In their world, anger wastes energy better spent on love. Researchers say dogs lack the part of the brain that holds resentment, which is why their loyalty always outlives our tempers. When he comes back to you, tail swaying, eyes soft, he's saying, "You're still my person." That's not forgetfulness, that's grace. Maybe that's why we need them more than they need us. Because where humans remember the hurt, dogs remember the heart. And maybe that's the real secret behind every wag, every look, every quiet act of love. When you look back at all these little moments, the greetings at the door, the soft breath beside your bed, the watchful eyes that never leave you, you begin to realize something. Dogs don't just live with us, they remember us with their hearts. Every tail wag, every sigh, every step that follows you from room to room is a love letter written in silence. They don't need words because their loyalty speaks louder than any promise we could ever make. And maybe when they lean their head against your leg or glance at you before sleep, they're not just saying, "I love you," they're saying, "Thank you for being my person." If this journey helped you understand your dog in a way you never have before, stay with us. Subscribe to the channel because here, every story uncovers another secret from the hearts that love us more than life itself. Your dog has 1,000 ways to say, "I love you." Let's keep discovering them together.